Hello, friends of Islam. Friends of Islam, this time, we will tell the story of a nightclub queen from England. The story of this beautiful convert, a former queen of nightclub parties, is that her life is calm after converting to Islam. The guidance of Islam can come to anyone, even if that person is trapped in a dark world. Such is the story of the conversion of a beautiful girl, a former nightclub party queen named Persephone Rizvi from Huddersfield, England. Before knowing the teachings of Islam, Persephone Rizvi often spent her days with less commendable actions. She would fight, binge drink until 5 in the morning, and wake up drunk. In my party life, the weekend would start with the idea of who we are wearing, what clothes I am wearing, what suits me, and what heels I am going to wear, Persephone Rizvi said. The party wouldn't stop until 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. at the club. Then it would be a house party and waking up in the morning drunk. That was really my weekend, she adds as she reminisces about her former nightlife. She was once so drunk that she lost consciousness and lay naked on the kitchen floor. Her life continued to be chaotic until one day Persephone Rizvi wanted to end her life. When I came to a park, my mental health was very bad. I tried to end my life. I couldn't believe it. When I think back, what could have made me so hurt? Persephone Rizvi said. The beautiful former nightclub party queen also admitted that it was Islam that finally made her mental health improve. This was the starting point of my declining mental health. Islam has helped me massively in terms of my mental health, she continued. Fortunately, Persephone Rizvi's parents fully supported their daughter's journey to embrace Islam, which was brought by Prophet Muhammad as the prophet of the end times. Before actually embracing Islam, Persephone Rizvi had fasted during the month of Ramadan with one of her Muslim friends. As the days went by, Persephone Rizvi became more and more convinced about the truth of Islam. I didn't see any purpose or value in myself. I started fasting with a Muslim friend at the call center, and I actually went through Ramadan twice before I became a Muslim, Persephone Rizvi said. The feeling was huge at the end of the day. He gave me the first real feeling of Islam and a sense of gratitude and peace, which finally made me say that I finally needed to say my Shahada, he added. Persephone Rizvi also made a massive change when she discovered Islam. She threw away all her mini clothes, stopped using fake nails, and deleted indecent photos on her social media. Persephone Rizvi is now wearing a hijab. She also admitted that her character has changed since embracing Islam. She is even reluctant to gossip or backbite others. All these things have been taught to me by Islam, said the 27-year-old girl. Persephone Rizvi used to spend weekends partying, but instead she felt miserable. She shared how Islam saved her life. Consuming alcohol was my way of coping and getting through an emotionally draining experience that I didn't understand at the time. I was struggling to figure out my purpose in life. I wanted to be better for myself, but at the time I didn't know what I was doing. I grew up attending Sunday school. My parents wanted me and my sister to have an understanding of religion. My father is a black Englishman and a regular church-going Christian. My mother also wanted us to have some knowledge of the faith, but they didn't insist on it. Meanwhile, there were no Muslims in my family either. In my first year of college, I researched Islam seriously and considered becoming a Muslim. I went back and forth from campus to my parents' house, but they didn't realize how much interest I had in Islam. I hid it well until one day I walked into the house wearing a hijab, saying, "I am a Muslim now." My parents were surprised and confused, but they were not happy with my decision. They questioned my choice and tried to make sure it was the right one. My father thought I was too zealous, and when I think back to that time, I wasn't very moderate. I wanted to do everything literally, but I didn't understand the interpretation of the Quran properly. I wanted to do everything with strong conviction. I used to think that all Western clothing was haram. I couldn't be around anyone who consumed alcohol. I was also reluctant to go to places where sexual activity was possible. I was very private about my spiritual journey. At the time, I also didn't like being asked about it by anyone. Now I've become more relaxed. If a friend wants to drink alcohol, I won't protest, it's their choice. In the Muslim community, people have their own opinions and boundaries about alcohol or how they dress. That's why I say, Islam saved me. I now understand the best way to deal with those dark times. I wouldn't have reached this point and continue to pray for my mental and physical health. And if it wasn't for Islam, then I would have perished, just like the British women in my neighborhood. Well, Islamic Circles viewers, until here our encounter this time, I hope you all inspire. See you in the next video.